All right, market's about to open here in about 3 minutes or so. My bias is pretty simple. I'm pretty bearish. Only want to see shorts this morning. We're still holding this daily gap. During Asia session, we actually came up and swept highs within the gap as well. So we swept liquidity, all this liquidity that we were kind of failing to take the past couple days within the gap, displaced lower from the daily gap. We're still holding it. PPI came out pre-market. There's no data high or data low. It wasn't like a very volatile news candle, but we did start to sell off. So I see all this generated sell side liquidity that after this displacement, I have confidence in attacking lower here. Obviously, first I'd want to see some sort of rebalance after this big of a move down, and so it looks like we're getting that rebalance right now to this 15-minute gap. So if we can get bearish reactions from this 15-minute gap, ideally would want us to close below the internal low here. Let's see. After reacting out of that 15-minute gap, that would confirm that we're going lower, and then there's still 130 points to execute on. I mean, if the displacement is incredibly obvious, like if we come up here, boom, 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 market opens, and we get like just this huge displacement candle down, can potentially enter before closing below the internal low, but it would just kind of have to depend on structure. But the most ideal play would be, okay, let's wait for us to tap this 15-minute, get bearish reactions. If we close below the internal low, thus confirming lower, then we can look for executions down here in this area. But that's my overall bias. Coming into the morning, very bearish with all this stacked up sell side liquidity. With this sell off from the daily gap after taking liquidity, there's no reason in my opinion to go higher. So shorts are the only probable trade, and so we will just wait and see what happens. ES looks a little bit weaker. I would much rather execute on NQ though, obviously, because it's just going to move with more efficiency. So even if like there's so many stacked lows here, it's like even if ES does take this first low before NQ, I would still be willing to take a trade on NQ if NQ looks good, because it's not like this is the only remaining low in the whole range, right? We have low here, lows here, lows here. Like there's still reasons to continue all the way down here. So that's my bias, and we'll see what happens when the market opens. All right, I just entered here on this 5-minute close. The only thing that sketches me out though is we kind of chopped around here for a while. So we'll see what happens, but very bearish 5-minute close. You can see ES is starting to sell off as well. And then yeah, we'll go break even at the internal if we get it. I might regret entering after this chop here. It was a 15-minute candle close as well though, so that's pretty nice. I'll put my stop loss above the 15-minute candle. So, and in a scenario like this, when you're entering off the higher time frames, like it's best to just stay zoomed out. Like if you're entering off the higher time frames, there's no reason to be zoomed in here, right? Um, so literally just gonna stay on like the 15-minute and just let this play out. So we'll see what happens. Bro. All right, hopefully we can go break even here. ES took the internal low. All right, I'm break even on this. So just gonna zoom out. Hopefully we dump. If ES takes the low, this low, before NQ, I will probably go ahead and take profits because of how chopped we were. But we'll see what happens. Bro, it feels good to be break even. Just because how chopped we were. But this is why we wait for the higher time frame closes. It just clears everything up. You don't get chopped on the 1 minute. So I'm kind of still debating on whether I want to take profits if ES takes this or not. I think I probably will, just because of the market conditions, bro. Just because of the higher like the overall market conditions. And I don't want to give back anything if I don't have to. Now that's if we continue. Like, we could just get stopped to break even here. We'll just see what happens though. I'm gonna go make some coffee, so I will be back. I also don't want to sit through this. I just want to go do something. Bro. Alright, ES is starting to dump here. We've already expanded so far. We've already expanded so much, considering the move pre-market, and then this move, like, this is the clear drawn liquidity. Hopefully we don't edge it with these high time frame market conditions. But when ES takes this, I'm out of the NQ position. Dude, this is just so ugly. Yeah, can't trust any expansion move. Alright, I'm going to practice. I have a speech tomorrow for one of my classes, so y'all are gonna hear it. You gotta let me know how good this is. Just sit down and say it. I'm gonna try to go with no note cards. Good afternoon. Today we're representing Google, and we're excited to introduce what we believe is the next evolution of wearable technology. This is AI vision. These are cutting-edge glasses that combine artificial intelligence, real-time information, and hands-free technology directly into something you already use every single day. Rather than picking up your phone for everything, these glasses allow you to interact with technology naturally while staying fully present and in the real world. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Let's imagine what this experience could look like. Imagine walking throughout your day with technology that works like a personal assistant. You could capture memories without ever picking up your phone. You could ask various questions and get the answers instantly. You could get directions while keeping your eyes straight ahead, looking at the road. And you could even have an authentic conversation with your own personal AI assistant to help navigate you through your unique day-to-day life. This might sound too futuristic, almost like something from a movie, but this technology is becoming realer than ever. However, before we dive into the product, we first need to establish the problem with the modern technology we use today. Raise your hand. I have a question. Raise your hand if you have ever tried to. Okay, this is where I need to practice more. I have a question. How many times have you pulled out your phone to record a memory only to have that actual moment diminished by the distraction of actually having to pull out your phone and fumble just to record in time? Not to mention, even if you are successful in recording that memory, you're then likely forced to experience it through your screen rather than with your own eyes in real life. Well, this example behind me is a great example of that modern dilemma we now face in today's world. You can see on the left, in perhaps Michael Jordan's most iconic shot in his career in Game 6 of the 1998 Finals, every single person in the background is present and in the moment. There's not a single technological device in sight. Meanwhile, on the right, during LeBron James' shot to break the all-time scoring record, you can see every single person in the crowd is attempting to record what's happening. They're more focused on recording the moment than actually experiencing it for themselves. So technology is great, and it was originally designed to help us capture and preserve these memories and these moments, but oftentimes it hinders us from actually experiencing them. Bang, cut, and scene. Yeah, I gotta work on the third opening. I have a question. I need to work on that, and it looks like we're gonna get break even here. Looks like we're gonna get break even here, which is unfortunate. I'm debating on taking a winning day or not. Low key.
Order filled.
Yeah, I took a winning day. We're gonna come up and tap this 15. I mean, if we deliver, then that's completely on me. But taking a winning day here. So I guess we'll see if the joke's on me if we end up delivering or not. But that's 3 winning days. Only need 2 more for another payout. So it's just a higher time frame market conditions, bro. So we'll end up seeing what happens. I need to edit and record this video, or edit this video and put it out. So yeah, that's the trade recap. That's the trade, live trade. Unfortunate we couldn't deliver. And even on the hourly, we're now wicking out this low. Just not good delivery at all. But entered on the 5-minute close. It was also the 15 close. Break even at the internal low. Draw is clearly lower. Like I said, it's hard to expect that expansion when we've already expanded pre-market as well. And that's why we kind of stalled out here, failed to deliver lower, and we would have gotten break even anyways. So those are the only reasons why I took it off early for a winning day. So now I have 3 winning days on this account. And need 2 more winning days, so just gonna size normally. So 2 more wins, I'll be able to take another payout. But yeah, I mean, draw is clearly lower. Like I said, it's literally because of the overall higher time frame. Like, this is very ugly. So yeah. So that's the trade recap. Let me know if you took a trade. Today, this was literally the only trade that I saw that would be valid, and I like the trade. Break even. I mean, good displacement, staying zoomed out until we get the higher time frame displacement, which actually confirms we're going lower. Then we go break even at the internal low, and most of the times we will deliver here. But these conditions are just terrible, and like I keep saying, if you're able to pull money and make money from these market conditions, you're going to be able to rinse these prop firms, and you're going to be able to rinse once we actually start to trend. Once we're actually trending, like here. So just be patient. Just be patient. The market will clear up eventually. So yeah, that's the live trade. Appreciate you watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.